Drawkish English. Hello everyone, I'm Drawkish. Today I'm going to talk about a review for English Hanon. This is a kind of a game changer. I bought beginner version of this book last year. I think I've been practicing English by this series since last summer. Now I'm doing upper class version every day. At first, I was not able to make sentences in time even though it was for beginner version. But after keeping on training, my English skill grew up a lot. So I can follow upper class version like this.
If you had an accounting qualification, you'd be able to get a job more easily.
If you had an accounting qualification, you'd be able to get a job more easily.
If you had an accounting qualification, you'd be able to get a job more easily.
If you had an accounting qualification, you'd be able to get a job more easily.
Having an accounting qualification would enable.
Having an accounting qualification would enable you to get a job more easily.
Having an accounting qualification would enable you to get a job more easily.
Having an accounting qualification would enable you to get a good job more easily.
Having an accounting qualification would enable you to get a job more easily.
Having an accounting qualification would enable you to get a good job more easily. My speaking skill is not good enough, but I became able to talk with native speakers like this video.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you, at last. How are you? I haven't seen you for a long time.
Yeah, it's very long time. I wanted to talk with you very much. But today I feel very terrible. Because, the ex-Prime Minister Abe was killed by a very crazy person.
Yes? Your ex-Prime Minister?
Yeah, in Japanese ex-Prime Minister Abe Shinzo,
Is it the one who was Prime Minister in the Olympic Games?
Yeah, he wore Mario's costume. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he was
with the long hair.
Long hair, not he
long
has
hair.
Yeah, he has no long hair. Yeah. Short hair, but
I remember I admired him because even though maybe he made mistakes in politics, but he did very good Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Very successful under the circumstances.
Yeah.
I think he was a good leader, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm so sad to hear that. He was married with children?
Yeah, of course. He was married, and I don't know he has children or not, whether he has children or not, but it's a very terrible thing because in Japan, this kind of thing doesn't happen so much.
These things don't happen.
Yeah, don't happen.
Terrorism. Yes.
Yeah, and this.
Okay, let's move on to discussion.
All right.
First question. Do you think Japan will regain popularity as an international tourist destination in the future? Why not?
Regain popularity as international tourist. Yeah, of course. I think Japan will regain popularity because Japan is very special country, I think. So so we have a lot of historical monuments or historical architecture, and we have a lot of place to eat. So Japanese food is very good. So many tourists want to come to eat sushi or something. And these days, I heard before coronavirus, many tourists come to Japanese rural part of Japan, so countryside. They just enjoy the scenic beauty of Japan, like mountain or river or and
Absolutely.
they like to stay in the old house of Japan. So it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe and we have a lot of culture about animation. So many tourists like to come to see some animation spots. So it's very attractive for attracted for the people overseas, I think.
I don't think Japan ever lost popularity. It's still popular.
Yeah.
It's just we can't get to Japan.
Yeah.
Japan is like a fortress.
Yeah.
You just can't get there.
Yeah, that's true.
Frankly.
Yeah.
It never lost its popularity. As
Yeah.
soon as the borders open, people stream back to Japan. It's just impossible to get there right now. Even with 20,000 people a day, that's so little, and you have to be on a booked tour with a bunch of other tourists in a bus, and that's just horrible. Would never want to travel like that.
Yeah.
You know, when I travel, I want to be on my own. You know, see my own, do my own thing.
A very traditional method is used in this book. It's called audio-lingual method. This method makes you enable to say English automatically. When you practice, you have to think of the sentences in English. It is because you can't follow the speed if you translate Japanese into English. I found interesting tweet. The author of tweet evaluates this method like a rhythm game. I absolutely agree with the idea. It's because I can get a kick out of saying English correctly. By the way, I want to talk about my daily routine. As soon as I get up, I walk my dog listening to Hanon by smartphone. Of course, I mumble sentences even when I pick my dog's shit. Then I come back home and listen to a podcast while drinking coffee. It's my breakfast. After that, I go to work by car. While driving, I do Hanon every day. I dare to Hanon while doing something simultaneously. Imagine the scene at the restaurant, on the phone, and in the office. Whenever we talk with someone in English, we always do something at the same time. So I put my brain through a similar audio. My plan of attack for doing Hanon is like I advance one drill a day, and I also do the same drill next day. Then I keep on doing the same drill at least 5 days. English Hanon contains elements that Atsu, a YouTuber, mentioned: talking to yourself, thinking English by sound, thinking English by English, and templating. So people who became able to speak English well naturally practice English as same as English Hanon. I wanted my students to know how effective English Hanon is. I came up with the idea that I wanted to make audio-lingual method training for students. So I studied Dorakichi English. Dorakichi English is not as good as English Hanon because I'm not a native speaker and my pronunciation is not a real English. However, I can point the merit of doing Dorakichi English for students rather than English Hanon. The sentences used in Dorakichi English are made of words that are taught in junior high school. So Dorakichi English is textbook friendly. So for junior high school students, I recommend you to do Dorakichi English to ramp up your English skill. After you master Dorakichi English, let's move to English Hanon and become Hanoner like me. They must be the game changers in your life. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye. See you again.